Thursday afternoon at the Raiders practice facility in Henderson means only 3 days away from the Raiders' debut on Sunday Night Football, or so we think, if everything clears with the coronavirus protocol. Sam Gordon here, Vinny Bonsignore with Vegas Nation. Vinny, what do you make of the developments this week and how they pertain to Sunday's showdown against the defending Super Bowl champions?
Well, as of right now, and I put that in quotation marks, everything's on target to be played on Sunday. 10 guys right now on the COVID list for the Raiders. 2 of them, Corey Littleton and Cleve Farrell, actually tested positive for the coronavirus. Cleve Farrell, basically, you could just rule him out for Sunday. Corey Littleton, not quite sure. He dates back to last Thursday, so his timeline should put him in line to play, but we don't know. We haven't seen him out of practice this week. Everyone else, the 8 other players, are all in close contact protocol. None of them have tested positive over the last day or so, and as long as that continues, then they'll all be back for Sunday. So it's a little bit of a nuisance right now for the Raiders, not having a bulk of their defensive players on the field, being able to practice. But as has been discussed all year long, teams have to be adaptable. They have to be versatile. They have to be open to change and doing things a little bit differently this year with COVID hanging over everybody's head. And one of the ways that's happening is the NFL has gone to a more intense protocol level. So teams are now doing meetings away from they're doing them virtually on Zoom, unless you can find an outdoor space, which not a lot of teams can do that. So that's a big change already here that the Raiders are dealing with. The problem right now is just not getting those guys onto the field as they prepare for the toughest team in the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's going to be an issue no matter what you say.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not something, it's unique that it's the defense this week, but it was the offense earlier this year before the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Offensive coordinator Greg Olsen touched on some of the challenges that not having the defense has for his offensive practice. Here's what he had to say.
We say one side of the ball has to help service the other side, and because they're down on the defensive line, it makes it difficult for us to ask we can't ask the guys that they have right now practicing to also give us a look on the show squad. So it leaves you thin, in terms of your preparation. But we went through it, a couple weeks ago when our offensive line missed the entire week. So it's not a premier situation or something you want to go through, but we managed to make it work.
Again, that was offensive coordinator Greg Olsen. As Vinny said, looking like everything's going to be okay. Good to go Sunday night at Allegiant Stadium. Vinny, what are you looking forward to the most about the first primetime Sunday night football game at Allegiant Stadium?
Can the Raiders replicate some of what they did against the Chiefs in the first meeting, which the Raiders won 40-32? They got after Patrick Mahomes. The Raiders have had difficulty this year creating consistent pass rush pressure. They were at their best against the Chiefs, ironically enough. Sacked them 3 times, over 20 times where they got pressure on him. They hit him a bunch of times. They forced his only interception of the year. Can they replicate that? Offensively, can Derek Carr replicate what he did? He took a lot of, drove the ball downfield quite a few times, had a 72-yard completion for a touchdown, 52 yards, 43 yards, 42 yards. So they were throwing the ball deep in that game. I do think the Chiefs are going to do some structurally different things in defending the pass. They kind of dared the Raiders to go ahead, and they didn't think that that Derek Carr was going to take those chances downfield. He did. I think you'll see a different structure defensively for the Chiefs. But can the Raiders replicate what they did in Kansas City? If so, they're going to be in this game. They're good enough to make this a competitive game. But the Chiefs are they don't like losing, especially to the Raiders, especially the way it happened in Kansas City. They're the Super Bowl champions. They got a lot of pride. They're going to want to come in here and make sure that doesn't happen again.
Raiders, Chiefs, Sunday night, Allegiant Stadium. That's 5:20 p.m. locally. NBC has the broadcast. We're Vegas Nation, though. VegasNation.com for all your Raiders news, features, podcasts, coverages. For Vinny Bonsignore, I'm Sam Gordon. Heidi Fang behind the camera. We will see you Friday with more updates from Henderson.